rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the most, Marky Different. It's another blessed day. I'm gonna come over here because the sun was so shiny. The shine was made it from the floor to the rooftops. And I wanted to talk about how many times Saint's addiction has come from the gutter, from prison to the penthouse, and to survive. And as always, we talk about mental stability, physical stability, and spiritual stability. And this is just another way of saying our health, our wellness, and our all around well being. And now I'm back here. I got Netflix in the corner. I got the view of the beach. Feels like I'm in Southern California. And this is a huge ass spot. And just the other day, just yesterday, I guess it's not yesterday. Whoops, I almost dropped that. I thought my finger on it, but your boy was sleeping on the floor. I was actually sleeping in a space much like this space right here with a cushion like this, and it sucked. It really sucked. And to show off this new kitchen, this all used to be a hostel here. Bathrooms, showers for everyone to use. Big old empty rooms. You never know where that empty room is, and sometimes when I'm sleeping on the floor, I'm like, where are these empty rooms? Where are the supplies, the beds, the what are these called again? The bunk beds, a place to sleep when you need it. And that's something that we need to talk about. So there's so much need out there, not everyone's needs are met. In fact, here's another one. It's your boy check himself in front of the mirror, lost the weight. I feel great. Sometimes you got to talk about the achievements because we come up from the floor. Here's another one with the bunk beds and a real bed and a real bathroom, full bathroom. I'm showing you around. I'm glad this Wi-Fi is working, but here's how it worked, right? Your boy gets the biggity back. I'm in the biggity back, y'all. Let's check it out. Come through here. I'm in room number 3 in the place to be with my own spot. You already know though. Had the TV. I don't watch much TV. The bunk beds with the stuff on it. This is a traveler's look. Next photo I'm gonna take a picture of this. My bed. Smash the bed. Phone, fan, refrigerator. I'm actually feeling like the bathroom. So I got my own pisser shitter, sink, dishes, microwave, blender, some of the stuff, the trappings of life, if you will. But here we go. This morning marijuana motivation. Something we gotta talk about is just how hard life is. We can literally be on our down and outs, getting kicked out of my spot because I didn't want to stay longer and they want to steal more of my money. They much rather have, I couldn't believe these people, they much rather have had me. They're like, you can stay the month, but if you only do 2 weeks, you gotta go now. And I'm like, I'm free. This ain't the Hotel California. I can leave. Like, that's the point of traveling, is I can leave. And they're like, yeah, but if you left, then we'd keep your money. And I was like, that's how you would do me? You'd rather keep my 1,000 reais, my 200 US dollars, and then if I left 2 weeks early, they'd be like, well, you're screwed. You made a reservation and you don't get your money back. And I was like, that's not how it works. And I'm glad I can leave. Let me go to my homie's house across the street. And that's exactly what I did. I went right outside. Let me see if this dog's in here. Such a cute little dog. Making all this noise. Hey, welcome in the show. Yeah. Where's this dog at? Oh, they're barking outside. Thought it was somebody in here. Beautiful view. Hopefully you can reach it. Let me see. Oh, it's this next door. Always barking. Sun shining. Want everybody to see this stuff. Pull it out. And boom, baby. The whole sand dunes are right here. And to the right is the beach. Oh, they're barking at the dude. He's bringing his stuff in. Okay, got you. Got you. Bikes. The boys. It's a beautiful area. Showing this off because this is what retirement looks like. This is how the other half lives. They live up here. There's more boys, like 4 different boys, and the owner lives up here. Got the little barbecue behind me, and all it's built by brick. To keep it real, all of it's built by the bricks, uh, cheaply done, if you will. Because it's just brick here, and then it's just wood up here with the slice. Little skinny place of home, but it's a home, and anybody can live for a long time. But he's not gonna live long because he's got liver, like the stage 3 of the stage 4 of the liver, and it's like, wow, you can have a beautiful house, but if you ain't got your health, you ain't got shit. And there's so many people in life that are chasing the money, they're chasing a number so that they can achieve something different in their lives. And let me see if I can cut this. I'm gonna cut this watermelon at the same time. And that's the life that we live. We live in this world where we think as long as we have money, everything's going to be all right. And that's not the truth. That's a lie. Our health is our wealth. This is how we experience through the lens of the experience, right? If you can go to the same places, but if your health ain't right, your lens will be foggy. And my accomplishments that I've been working on is being able to enjoy through the process, enjoying it while it's happening instead of in the lulls staying bored, or in the lulls focusing. I know that's not much for most people, but my faith was like, this too shall pass. My faith was on I knew there was going to be a blessing. This one, I knew there was going to be a blessing on the other side. I was on the floor. Now I'm on the roof. And my own room, safety, stayed away from the wet because it was raining. I'm going to cut up this watermelon and eat it with you guys. But, this is the kind of life that I want to live. I want to be retired. Like I told the gentleman that's here, I want to be retired in my spot where if I want to go take a nap, I can go take a nap. If I want to eat, I can eat. I stay safe. I don't get in trouble. I don't bother nobody. I'm just one little slice of the world. You retire. You have all these little areas for people to sit and relax. Fresh water coming out the tap and fresh fruit. Like I haven't risked anything. I haven't talked about a Bentley or these other figments of imagination of happiness, And I call it a figment of imagination because in our imaginations, we think that if we have these things, problem solved, don't nothing no more, right? Well, that's not true. The thing we need the most, the thing we need the most is our faith, right? The thing that quintessentially is, am I leaking here? Okay. Apparently, that's all right. I'm gonna clean this up anyway. The truth is, we don't know what's gonna happen the next day. We don't know what the life will bring us. And let me get my prayer in because I always pray before. Well, not even a prayer, but a reflection. Thank you for this abundance. Thank you so much for having a place for me to sleep, a comfortable without a blanket, without abundance. I had this fruit ready to eat yesterday, but it's today that it gets consumed. So I'm grateful for that. Grateful. When you are on the ground, you wish for things, Anybody love a fresh cold water? How many times people so busy earning it to get it and whip it down and go back to earn some more, and then miss the whole process. And that's why I think these retirement places like Brazil, like Costa Rica, like Thailand, they get it right. The rest of us waking up early, not stretching, not relaxed. ¿Qué pasa? Aquí. Sí. This is me speaking Portuguese. Wow. This is me adapting to the culture. Yeah. We will have such a quick time on this planet, right? When you are blessed with life, your parents came together, sexual gratification together to give. That's me, Mm. Um, Accepting that light of life is hard because our brain wants to tell us everything that's wrong. There's people that immediately want to go into. Oh, this dog's annoying the fuck out of me. No, she's so cute. And that's our lives that we immediately want to go to. Well, everything's going to be better if I have the right number, or if I have the right amount of likes, or, the external. Our brains will go to the external as if that fixes the topic. And we find out it takes more than that. It takes consciousness. Consciousness that I am alive right now. That I didn't just blow through my 40 years and every day or what day of the week it was, is that I'm enjoying the moment now. I'm enjoying that the sun's shining over my shoulder, enjoying that I have the whole house to myself. I came here, I'm like, anybody here? Where's the life at? Because I know there's a lot of boys upstairs, but this is what life is the enjoyment of the existence. That's why I love saying exist more. It's my buddy's band, but we need to exist more. In between the times, the struggles, the real, the not so real, these things happen so fast. What are we gonna do with life? What are we gonna do with our lives in between times when it's like you got issues, you got other things? I'm on a video. Un momento, I'm on video. He can't understand me. Say hi, bro. You're on video. Live. Yeah. So between the live is the actual life, right? The dog barking in the background, the kids doing their thing. Thank you for shutting the door. Me doing my own thing. This is existence, and we blow through it. We just go, okay, wait, I gotta be to work. Start telling ourselves things like that. I gotta be to work. I gotta make money. I got to. The only thing you have to do is exist, right? Your existence is the blessing. The fact that all the stars align for you to have a star sign, for you to be able to be on this planet, right? The only one that exists with life that we know of. Such a special planet with special fruits and shade and trees to provide us with the essentials of our lives, right? We put seeds in the ground and grew it, and that way we could eat every day. And we hold these truths to be self-evident, but we take it for granted, right? We'll look for all the things that we don't have instead of all the blessings that we do have. And the blessing of life is like, again, I knew that my friend had a friend, and I knew he would have a posh spot for me to stay at. I wouldn't have to stay on the floor anymore. I wouldn't have to be kicked out because people are getting weird or trying to take my money. I wouldn't have to enjoy my life less for one more minute. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of minutes that I was not enjoying my life. Prison, depression, concern, all these worries and fears started making your boy not exist more. But I started to exist less. I stopped walking and going outside. That day I slept on the street. I didn't even go to the beach at all. And I was talking about everybody coming to the sun and connecting to source and connecting to that energy of life. We don't put our backs to the sun and watch it. No, we watch it the other way. We watch it face forward. We're like, wow, we're on a planet and we're so small. And all the issues of our world could be snapped out by any asteroid that it wants to take us out like the dinosaurs. And then what would your debt or your credit score be like, or the stock exchange? All this can blow past when real life happens, like when war happens, or when death happens, or when real life happens. And that's what I'm starting to see in my life, was like things will come up, like cigarette smokers. I'm gonna be stressed. Reconnecting. Enjoying, holding space in my life for the blessings I have. Clean house, hello, with the view, hello, and I'm not on the floor. I'm not in jail. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm existing in a better place. This makes me human. It makes me alive. I love my life, right? I love my life. And I let that sink in every cell, every second that I can. There's a moment that I don't. It's the moment I'm back on the floor. I'm in jail. I'm in depression. And then I'm over here. I'm in the light. I'm in creativity. I'm in expression. I feel these things. I write down my ideas. I turn off the TV. I don't need that shit, right? I don't need external shit in my life. I want the permanent stuff. The dinner I had last night with the beautiful girl, squashed the drama, just enjoyed. The moments of like laughter and looking at her lips, and that made her laugh, and I'm busting out her guts because she's got a pulled rib, and she's like, ow, stop making me laugh so much, and just makes me want to make her laugh so much. And she wants to laugh so much because in those moments, we're not worried about our bills. In those moments, we're not worried about the clothes we're wearing. We already wore them. We're already there. Got to switch from a swimsuit to put some clothes on. We just want to be in the moment, and that's the moments that I seek. Because in between the high part and the low part, the peaks and the valleys is the moment, and that's something that I don't think most of us let sink in. We don't have the time for it. We got to run, go get breakfast. We got to run, go to work. We got to run. And when we become on the treadmill, we forget that life's not all about running. Sometimes it's about sitting, like we did the other day. Just sat here and smoked weed and just chill, got all on our phones, stay quiet, listen to some music in the background. That existence is what humans make us happy. We talked about frequencies the other day. Some frequencies heal, some frequencies hurt. And that rhythm of life that we decide is going to be our rhythm of our vibe, right? This is our vibe. The way our heart beats is a rap, and high blood pressure is a killer in America. I know I'm in Brazil, but in most people's lives, we can be consumed by the anxiety, consumed by that negative frequency, and then our whole more reactionary, right? And like she was telling me, I'm trying to calm down, and I was like, this is why I like this girl so much. It's because she's like, that's just something else I was trying to do, be more real with myself and not so reactionary. When something emotional happens to me, I'm not so reactionary to it. I'm not so, oh shit, that just happened. Yep, you got it. Dois. See? Yeah. And so reactionary to it, right? Like, everything that comes into my life, I don't have to respond. I'm doing the laundry, which is really good. I don't have to react from emotional viewpoints. Instead, I'm coming to people with a sense of light and vibration, and that I know everything's going to be okay. I'm not sure if this is a shaman thing or a meditation thing, but I know for a fact that I feel different, and that like biting onto my depression, I wasn't holding on to the anxiety and let food heal me. I was letting my mind heal me. It wasn't from my meal, it was my mind. My mind, if it's emotional, it's going to race to chocolate, sugar, salts, uh, fast food, the quick fixes, and like, yo, just make me feel better. I'm all under anxious, man. Let me smash these calories, and I'm gonna feel better. Instead of sitting still, holding space, sitting in the light, letting the light heal me, letting the ocean heal me, letting the moment heal me. We look for external things like, I'm gonna go buy something, get retail therapy. I'm gonna go ape shit. I'm gonna get blitz today. I don't want to feel nothing. And unfortunately, it's all that kind of stuff that numbs our frequency, right? Now our frequency's all fucked up. Cocaine, heroin, pills, alcohol, whatever it is. Now we're not in a natural rhythm. It's synthesized. And just like synthetic steroids, that's not your real testosterone, right? Your body's got to have to process it, your liver, and also give you a heart attack later. But that's what we do. We're like, yo, no, man, I want to be buff now. Just make me buff, and then everybody's gonna love me. Myself, my abilities to generate income, or have friends loan me money, or blessings coming from within, that I deserve better than to sleep on the floor. That I deserve better than to be an irritation to people. Like, if these are the vibes that you're getting, then you deserve better, right? And that's something that most people don't get to hear. They're out saying, well, as soon as I make some money, everything's going to be all right. And I was like, that's not how it works. It's being all right now. Be, do, have, not have, do, be, right? You need to be who you are right now. You need to start manifesting your realities right now. This is something that most people put on the external. Like somebody else is going to do this for me. This is going to happen through the faith of the gods. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about faith in the self, the faith in myself that I always have survived. Like that's what we're talking about. Everything all works out this week. It was like I've always survived no matter what the situation is. I can't believe I was in a prison. I really couldn't believe I was in a South Korean prison over 3 grams of weed when I'd been around the world. I'd been sun kissed from the golden hour so many times, and then all of a sudden it was like pause. Now you're in an area no bigger than 4 by 12, and you're in solitary confinement. And I'm like, is this really what I want out of my life? And this is where Saints Addiction really started spinning. Like, well, give me my chance, give me my freedom. I'm gonna go after it. I'm gonna go after this thing called my life. I love it so much. It just seeps into my soul. I feel this thing called oxygen, food, love. Those things, those are the things that's worth living. When we hold on to these other things, the stress, the fears, the money, it makes us imbalanced. It starts giving us health concerns. Literally, our body's going rejection, rejection, rejection. We're hurting our liver, we're hurting our heart, we're hurting our mind, and we start living in that vibration of fear. You can feel it on people. They don't the same. My friend was trying to borrow money from him. Like, how am I going to pay rent here and pay you, bro? I'm on the lam, But he got mad at me. And this is about the third, fourth person in Brazil trying to borrow money from me and then change their attitudes towards me. And I thought, what kind of closing technique is that to have some side of I'm an Ernst of needy, but I'm not the Ernst of giving, right? So all of a sudden, as soon as you got nothing for me, I got nothing for you. And I was like, wow, really? That's who you are? You don't say hi anymore. You just act different. We've all seen people like that. And that's that vibe, right? I'm desperate, and we've all been there. Go sit with your kids and make a game out of it. Make a game out of this life. We can take these things that come at us as negative, or we can frame them as positive. I'm going to take my own story as an example. Right now, $3,000, $4,000 truck towed in America. But this truck has taken my freedom. I've been arrested in this truck so many times, federally arrested off an airplane because of registration for the truck. So is the universe doing me a favor by taking this truck out of my life and let me just be me without the things that I have, my supplies I had in my store taken from me, stolen from me, $5,000 worth of wholesale value. It probably was worth $10,000, $15,000 if I retailed it out, to try to take away from my joy, as we talk about joy stealing, but the truth of holding our joy, holding our light as it comes over my shoulder, holding these possibilities. This you can arrest my body, right? I've told them, and this is something I read from, and it helped me get through that prison time, but you can arrest my body, but you can't arrest my mind. Nelson Mandela was about that life, where he walked through the prison as if he was in his own home. He wasn't in prison life. He was in his own mind. He talked to the guards differently. He didn't complain anymore. There's so many of out there that we allow the hate, we allow the fear, we allow the anger and depression to hold us down. It becomes kind of comfortable. It's addictive. I'm not gonna lie. When you bitch and moan, my buddy said, hey, if you're gonna stay here, stop talking about that other event. It's over. You're here now. And I was like, bet. Thank you for reversing my thinking or harnessing my chi again. Because I would have kept bitching. I'm like, I can't believe those guys, man. They try to take my money, man. They made me move, bro. That's over. The new. Stop letting the old take over the new. Maybe I should have renamed this, but that's old. The floor is the old. The roof is the new, and even that'll change, Like, what is my consistency is my perspective, right? I'm consistent in my perspective. Maybe that's a good shirt to have, but the ability to stay in the moments and really suck the life out of it, right? And get in the marrow, the flavor, the real sensation of, oh man, I've been busting my ass all week long to get this meal, or actually just enjoying the meal? Are we going to let the past come into the future story, or are we just going to be like, well, I don't have right now, or I'm worried about the future, or I'm thinking about the past to steal the now. That's why they keep talking about the power of the now. I feel like a mosquito bite. Or are we going to be ourselves? This beautiful thing of life that we can move our minds, can move our limbs, and we can get out of depression. We can get out of funkies. We can choose it, right? Like the guy was saying, you can have one thought and be angry as fuck, and get another thought and be brilliant as fuck. Like that's what I want to do. I want to stay in the brilliance, and the acceptance of everything will work out. I'm not in control, and that's the fun part. Like I don't know who I'm gonna meet today. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I think I'm going to the beach for sure. It's a warm day. The rains have passed. It's like still on the horizon, but I'm gonna stretch out, work out, and feel my body. I'm gonna feel this beautiful thing called my body. That's part of the fitness, and that's these thoughts is part of the mind. And all my financial wellness already was on the emails this morning on my file my taxes, SBA loans, PPP loans, all these other external things. So the wellness, the experience, the circulating, while the moon keeps coming up and down, it's about to be another full moon, another month, another beauty of circulating on this planet and on this orb and on this earth for us to exist more, for us to be free from mental slavery, from fear, from miscommunication with ourselves, even not even just other people, but miscommunication with ourselves. We set ourselves up for failure. I would have definitely hooked up with this girl, but I thought fear out of her, and she kind of feared on me, and we fucked it up. Had 3 months of availability of sexuality, and we passed on it because we're living through our emotions, and I want to live through my existence. I want to be in the moment, and this is the strongest thing I could teach people. So whatever situation you're in, right, picture it differently, frame it into something else, be able to flip it to another level, and watch people respond to your light, watch people respond to your vibe, watch people respond to your attitude. It's about the only thing you have control over in this world is your attitude. So you might not have control over your calories, you might not have control over your finances, and you might not have control over your body right now. But with the right framing, you can make your body do anything. You can make your mind do anything. You can put your world into a whole new place. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. On my heart from the start, your boy Marky Saint. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever. And I will see you on the other side.